Good evening, YouTube and Diablo Immortal fans. Tonight I'm going to be showcasing some of the Survivor's Bane. I'm going to go over the Demon Hunter skills, all four of the Demon Hunter skills with a couple of the Crusader skills as well. I'm going to show you the max effect and tell you why I pick what I pick. So we're going to start out with Demon Hunter Sentry skill. The reason I'm going to start with Sentry skill is because I'm going to go with the right side here where it allows me to heal 5% of my max health. This is going to let me run around and do a little bit more while not worrying about living so much. On the left side, you see how the arrows penetrate the enemy, doing slightly less damage. That's great for the trash clearing. However, the trash monsters are going to die relatively easy. We're not worried about those. However, on the bosses, it's going to do less damage as it penetrates. We don't want less damage on the bosses. The bosses would take us the longest. We want maximum damage and healing. So we were going to go with healing. Now, I've already started a little bit on this match here. That way I can get most of these abilities up to where they're about to be max level, so I can showcase each one as I get them. I just chose a couple of the Crusader skills as they popped up. And the ones I chose, well, Spinning Shields you get from the start, which is one of the great skills. And when it maxes out, we'll go over what it can give you. And then the Falling Sword, another skill that the Crusaders get. Alright, here we go. Definitely need an Arcane Strife maxed up. It's going to take a little while. It just was not popping for me. Let's go ahead and look at the Rain of Vengeance. Now, Rain of Vengeance, we have 35% chance to stun enemies. 35% chance, not going to happen all the time. Not going to happen on the bosses. Not that big a deal. Trash monsters, if it happens, no worries. They're going to die anyways. So I usually go with the duration extended. If it does kill a couple trash monsters, it stays up for a little bit longer, and maybe it'll kill a little bit more. I find that either one of these abilities are not that big a deal, not that great in the grand scheme of things. We're going to take a look at the Rain of Vengeance on the map. As you can see, the red circles appearing, 1, 2, and 3. They're just kind of randomly falling. There's no guarantee that they're even going to hit anything. So that ability there, if you have no other choice, you could take it. I usually don't like the random abilities like that. Oh, we'll get another skill ability by killing these blues here. Skill Globe. And we're going to showcase the multi-shot next. Now, multi-shot, arrows penetrate enemies doing slightly less damage. We're going to say this is similar to what the turrets were doing. And I'm not going to like that. The freezing arrows, however, increase the critical strike chance of affected enemies. That means you're going to crit them 50% more of the time. That is amazing. Getting 50% more crit on anything you multi-shot, yes please, that will help with the bosses, that will help clear all the trash, that will help clear everything. And as you can see as I'm running through, the trash is just dying. We're going to try to take a look at the multi-shot. It is there, and again there, and again there. So it does shoot out a multitude of arrows, and you saw how rapidly it shoots it out. I'm going to go ahead and choose the Demon Hunter ability so we can get that leveled up as fast as possible. Don't want us to here too long wasting your time when a lot of you have already seen this, but some of you haven't seen some of the other abilities, and perhaps you like using certain ones. You always use certain ones. Maybe you never get to see these other ones just due to luck. So I'm going to go ahead and show a few of them while I can. Not here for the equipment stuff. Not going to worry about the equipment upgrades. As I'm running around, the turrets definitely doing their damage, doing fire damage out there. And when I get a chance to do that multi-shot right there, multi-shot right there, multi-shot, get those crits going. As you can see, the boss just goes down relatively nicely. All right. Go to the next area. I think we'll be able to get that last Demon Hunter skill up there so we can showcase that one. I will also showcase at the end the other two Crusader abilities. Right now I'm just running through these, trying to kill as much as I can. Get that multi-shot hitting a few things. It does go off relatively awesome all often. Can't talk sometimes here. Alright. Oh, there we go. Some blues. We'll get one going. Almost there with that D minor scale. So the strafe, as I'm running through, you'll see a lot of little red dashes just then. That is the strafe that's going. Multi-shot, 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 multi-shot. So, again, multi-shot fires often. It's very good that it fires often. We can get those critical hits out there. Get some more gear upgrades. Wonderful. Now, I've already read through the gear upgrades that I do have. So, right now, they're just going up to level 2. I've already chosen what I wanted to choose. I'm not worried about picking the wrong one at this point. That's why I'm going quick over there. Arcane Strife. Now, creates a knife trap on the ground, or Strife becomes impaled, throwing knives in every direction, dealing damage to all the enemies they pass through. With the knife trap, it will put a knife trap down. Maybe something will go over it. Maybe something will not. I prefer the Arcane Strafe on the right-hand side due to the fact that now all the damage is doing, it is penetrating everything. It's not doing less damage like the turrets would and the multi-shot would, but it's doing the same damage, but going through everything with the impale. So let's take a look and see what that looks like. Now you can see a lot of multi-shot, Where's our impale? There you go. There's some impale. So, the impale, you see the daggers being thrown a little bit easier, and it goes all in an area of directions. Spinning shield, catching a shield will heal you. Catching a shield will create a shockwave. Well, we all know what healing looks like. If you catch it, you heal. It's about a 5% heal. Not that big a deal, but if you need it, you have it. So, since we already know what healing looks like, not that big a deal, we're going to showcase catching it for the shockwave. In case you guys never choose this one, we're going to show and see the shockwave. You see how big that shockwave was? Catch another one, shockwave. And clearing trash, those shockwaves, kind of nice. Falling sword. Now, once again, stun enemies for 3 seconds. Not bad, not the greatest. Moving to falling sword location or move it and heal you. I know we've already seen the heals. However, I usually choose that one just because I'm not worried about enemies being stunned. And in a pinch, if I need some heals, I'm going to show you what happens. The falling swords are out there. They're randomly out there. I'm trying to take a little damage here. And now, boom, boom, boom. They disappear and they heal you that fast. So, falling swords, pretty nice if you want to get a heal off on it. And you don't even have to worry about it. If you don't need a heal, you leave it up and it does its damage. It does what it's supposed to do. Disintegration ray is great. I'm sure you guys have all seen that and love using it. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of these abilities. I'm going to go through and try to showcase each class's full abilities. Stay tuned for the rest of them.